Dad, one of the first in the tri-state to try a combination therapy that for some could be a breakthrough in treating baldness.
Medical reporter Liz Bonus has been following the story. She joins us now to share some pretty dramatic early results. Liz.
Hey guys, good evening. This dad says he's having a lot of good hair days since he began this combination procedure. A team at the Advanced Cosmetic Surgery and Laser Center, one of the first in the country to offer it. And there may be a way that you could get at least part of it at no charge. But first, it all started with a transplant using chest hair.
Well, yeah, I don't know of anybody that hair loss doesn't bother.
Mark Lucas is awake and alert for this transplant. He let us go inside the procedure room to watch a team of specialists led by facial plastic surgeon Jon Mendelsohn. They take tiny hairs from Mark's chest to transplant onto the bald spot of the head.
So eventually you'll have more normal texture and just like the scalp hair.
It is tedious work, a 5-hour procedure where the tiny follicles, as they are called, are carefully extracted before they are transferred. The good news?
The risks are extremely low.
The bad news, if there is any.
You begin to see growth almost immediately, and in a way it looks a little bit like a chia pet, like a grass and seeds.
We stopped back to see if that chia pet effect was true just a few weeks later. So obviously we want to come back and see what you found or what it was doing.
Yes, so as you can see, well, as you can probably feel, there's a little bit of stubble there right now.
Mark is thrilled with his results thus far.
I'm actually responding quicker than normal.
Well, he won't have a full head of hair covering that bald spot for a while.
And we generally will tell patients it's about at 6 to 8 months where they'll really begin to notice the growth from the hair, the transplanted hair.
Mark credits his advanced success to this. It's a capless laser cap, a baseball-style cap using tiny lasers worn about 30 minutes at a time.
It's really just nourishing the scalp.
The capless laser technology is backed by clinical trials. It's cleared for the treatment of hair loss by the Food and Drug Administration for home use by anyone, not just for those with a hair transplant. It is not painful. It is bright.
It's a little bit warm. Put your hand underneath there if you want.
Oh, yeah. As for Mark's results, about a month out, here's the before and here's the after. We will follow up when Mark sees more growth and as he continues to use the cap. As for the reaction of family and friends to how he looks thus far, well, this dad and husband simply says,
They love me regardless. I just did this for me. I've got hair. I just wanted a little bit more.
Well, you got it. Now
Don't we all?
Yeah. I'll share. This doesn't come cheap. It's about $15,000 for that transplant. It's a 6-hour procedure, depending on how much they need to transplant. But that cap is about $3,000. And they're doing this cool thing there. If you want to go online, they're actually giving one away to a best dad, best husband for Father's Day.
Really?
So if you want to nominate your dad or tell us a great military story or share a love story, put it on there, and then if we get a good dad story, maybe we could follow up.
So good idea.
Yeah.
So do hair transplants hurt? Did he speak to that?
Well, he said what they're doing is numbing the top, but he's awake, so he's not feeling anything.
Oh.
Yeah, and what they're doing, people pull your hair out, you'd think you'd feel something, but
Yeah.
that's all topically numb too. So it doesn't feel anything. It's a lot less hurtful than when they used to remove strips of hair.
Right,
And,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yes. And that was, well, if you ask people, they said that was painful.
Yeah.
Didn't have it done, but been in a few of those. We will follow Mark's results and continue to bring that about. We're expecting maybe 6 or 8 months. We'll
Look
see
forward to
a
that.
full head of hair.
Thanks,
all right.
Liz.
Thanks, Rob.